Hello and welcome to my first tutorial. Today we're going to be learning how to use connectors in Cinema 4D and some global illuminations. This is what we're going to try and create. What's this? Now I can see that the text here isn't quite in the right place, and we'll fix that when we do it next time. It's just I didn't have time to re-render it. Okay, just going to quickly say that for this you are going to need a plugin called Drowsy. But the good news is it's free and you can download it from here, which is Nitro 4D's website. So yeah, just check this out and download it. Just click here, and then once you've downloaded, put it into your plugins folder. So let's get started. Click File, New. Okay, so the first thing we're going to try and create is this wall. So we're just going to click a cube, narrow it down like so, and drag it out a bit and we're just going to try and line it up so it's straight on with this, and then we'll just go. Just gonna lower that a bit. Right. Okay, so we've done that. So we're gonna create a camera because we just don't want to move our final camera around that much. So we're just gonna create a camera because that's what our final scene should look like. And now we're going to go and edit a camera. So we're now going to create a plane. So let's move that. So, and this is just going to be for our piece to glide onto. So that seems about right to me. I'm just going to make that huge. Right, that sounds fine to me. Okay, now we're going to click on the cube. We're going to click the plugins, Drowsy, and let's split it into 50 pieces. Sounds good to me. Right, so now what we're going to do. So this is the inside. This is what the inside texture of the this wall is going to look like. This is the outside. So we're going to do the outside first. We're going to make this bright white, and then we're going to add reflection and and personal. So that's a nice texture for the outside. And for the inside, you can make this whatever color you want really. I'm going to just turn off the color and go to luminance, and we're going to go green. Yep, and then yeah, into reflection. Let's do first. Okay, let's turn this down to 0 this time though, and make this about 20. Sounds good to me. No, maybe 40. Yeah, that sounds about right. So if we just quickly play that, that's nice. Now we're going to turn on global illumination. This basically just means that rather than having actual lights in our scene, the objects with luminance will light the scene themselves. So that looks good to me. We're just going to turn this down just to save us render time. We're just going to make this really low while we're just making the scene. So we're just going to turn the accuracy down to about 20. Yep, that seems about right to me. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to create the text. So if we go into MoGraph and MoText here. So, right, so let's go back to the beginning. Okay, now I'm going to try and not make the mistake I made last time. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to click on this Drowsy, and I'm going to click on the Rigid Body Dynamics tag, which is there. And I'm going to go into Dynamics and turn Trigger to on collision. This means it won't blow up everywhere until we do something to it. So I'm just going to go back to the text now. So MoText, that's there. Oh, sorry. Okay, so let's have a look at. Actually, what I'm going to do, I think, is that one there. Turn this so we get that camera, and turn that to there. So, okay, so sorry. Okay, so to get this working a bit, we're just going to create our swing ball. So I'm just going to create this up here, which is a cube, and then we're going to create a sphere. So that's there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add a rigid body tag to the ball, and we're going to, we're going to create a connector. Oh right, sorry, it doesn't need to mention all these things that I've put them here, but if you want to find them, they are in MoGraph. No, they're not. Sorry, my mistake. They're in Simulation Dynamics. So here they are, create rigid body connector, all the things we're going to be using. So I'm just going to click here, connector. If you want to just put this here, all you need to do is click on the simulation dynamics and click this button here, and then drag it over here, and that will put it all there. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to create a connector, and we're going to connect the sphere with the cube. Sorry, what have I done wrong? Oh, I haven't done anything wrong. Alright, and we're going to put the connector under the cube quickly and click reset PSR. Where do you find this? Okay, well basically, you don't just drag it so it's in the center of the cube is what you basically need to do. Yeah, so just make it sure it's in the center of the cube, like so, and then, yeah, give it a hinge, and that's right, and then we're going to move this sphere here also, and then let's just watch this. Oh, why hasn't this worked? What do we need to do? How about sphere rigid body? Don't know. Oh right. Yeah. Connector hinge. Is the hinge pointing? Let's change that to. Maybe I'll just wait. Let's just try this. Yeah, change that to ball and socket. Alright, if you click Command D, because we can see the time for this is a bit short, so we're just going to change that really big. Let's make it 250. That's more than we'll need, but it's good to have spare time. So if we go back to the beginning, let's just have a look at how that's. Go back to the beginning. Let's have a look at how that's coming along. Right, so if I make that start off a bit further back, like there. Let's play that now. That's very close. In fact, I think I'm just going to instead just move this and this back a bit. Yeah, that looks good to me. Right, now with the text, we're going to start texturing stuff now. So with the text, we're going to create a... We're going to make it luminant. So I think, yeah, we'll make it luminant. So I'm going to make this into, I don't know how, we'll make this orange, maybe. Orange is nice. And give this a reflection, and again, Fresnel. So that's good. And then we're going to drag that onto there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to click on this, go onto caps, fillet cap, and add fillet cap to that. I'm actually going to take that off quickly. Just add it on, then turn selection, type in capital C and 1, okay? And that just means it only goes onto the front bit of the text, right? So we're going to now add another one of these, there we go, and type in C2, that means it goes onto the back of it. We're now going to create, okay, so we're just going to make it look a bit nicer, so let's turn that on. Yep, and then we're going to go color here, Fresnel, and we're going to go into the Fresnel and change it to whatever two colors you want. Just change it from two separate colors. So I'm going to do green and blue, like so. And I'm going to add that to the text and drag it to the beginning. So let's just render that. Let's just go down there and have a look at how that looks quickly. Oh yes, I know what that is. It's because, is this luminant? Oh, it's because they're falling through the floor, these pieces. So what we need to do now is click on this face plane and add a collider tag to it. That should fix our problems. Yep, there we go. And as we can see, if we render that, yeah, that's nice. Right. So, now what we're going to do is we're going to add some sort of luminance to the ball. So we're going to click luminance, add a nice blue luminance to it. Oh, and let's just, yeah, let's do that. Drag that onto the ball, which is there. Okay, just touch up now. So we're going to add, finally, we're just we're almost there now, so we're just going to add a nice Fresnel shader and apply that to the ground. Yep. Okay, now what we're going to do, this cube we don't ever want to be able to see, so what we're going to do, to make it still be there but not do anything, we're going to double click that little dot there and then double click that. So if we watch, it's still there, but we just can't see it. You see? Right, I'm just going to go into this camera here. Right, so right, what we need to do is we need to zoom this in. So that it fit, and I'm just going to make sure this is in the right place. Alright, that's why. And just make sure everything's in order. Okay, that looks good to me. Now, we don't want to wait. If you look, we have to wait around ages for it to come. We don't want that when we finally edit. So it hits, if we look, I think it's around frame 70 the ball hits it. Around frame 80. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into render settings. Output about 80. And let's see where we want, let's see where we just want this to stop. So if we keep playing that, we want it to stop about 230 looks good to me. 230. So that looked good to me. Now we're going to make it a bit, I think I'll lock the ratio, but let's just make it a bit bigger. So that looks nice to me. In fact, let's go for 1280 by 720. Oh, sorry. 1280. Okay, now obviously you don't have to use this camera angle, it's just I like this camera angle. So yeah, I think that is it. So hopefully you've learned a bit in this. So yeah, that is how you do that. So just going to, I'm going to, before you end it actually, just change your global illumination settings up, maybe to low or medium, depending on how fast your computer is, and same with this. And I definitely recommend turning this from geometry to best, and maybe turn this to 2x2 or 4x4, onto 4x4, and then turning this to that. And that will just make it, and turn that to animation, just to make it a bit better. I just need to mention, if you go into general here, you want camera animation. So, just going to check all my settings, and that looks good to me. So, if you just click render,